Hey everybody, welcome to Superhuman Customs. I'm Stephen Human, and what we do on this channel is I just customize whatever figure I want. I do different painting, I turn characters into other characters, I just have fun. I don't airbrush, I hand paint, and so for me, this is just about enjoying myself and enjoying the art form and creating characters that don't exist in toy form. So what we're gonna do today is actually really simple. We got Wonder Woman. Now this is the one from Shazam, from the sequel, and it actually looks like Gal Gadot. Like, this one is awesome. It looks just like her, but the tiara is a separate piece. I don't know if it was meant to like be thrown or something, but when you put it on her head, it looks awful. So what we're gonna do, the main thing is we're gonna cut this sucker down and we're gonna glue it to her forehead so that it looks correct. That's what we're gonna do. And then I'm gonna do a wash over some of this just to bring out some of the details and on her hair. So this is gonna be really, really simple. Not a lot of skill involved, so if you guys get this one, you'll be able to do the same thing. Let's go ahead and get started. Nice and simple, we're gonna cut this. Now I'm gonna try and cut it a little bit bigger than I think it should be cut, just because you don't want it to end up being too small. So I think that's about right. Let's see what we get. All right, so we cut it. It just goes right there on her forehead. It's a little bit too big, just a little bit. So I'll cut off a little bit more, but yeah, we don't want it that big. That is looking a little bit better. It's still kind of big though. Like I think maybe I'll cut some of the top and the bottom off just to make it so that it's smaller. What do you guys think? Yeah, let's do that. So I've cut up the tops here, and now I've just cut a couple lines in here to take this triangle down a little bit. So I'm just gonna cut this top line off and hopefully just make this a little bit smaller. I think that will help a great deal in just making this look a little bit more scaled to her actual head. All right, I put very little glue on because I don't want it to get kind of that misty that it gets when I glue a lot of things together. Because since this is flesh tone, I want it to go right on and not leave behind any weirdness. That's looking pretty dang good. Now that we have that mask on, or the mask, now that we have her tiara, her crown on, what we're gonna do is just use our regular game wash from Vallejo, and we're just gonna go over all of this. And what we're trying to do is just get it into the cracks so that it adds a little bit of detail. That's all. And we're gonna go on here as well and just highlight all of this stuff because it's gonna add just more of a realistic texture. It's gonna make more of this look like leather on the blue. And like I said before, this is gonna be really simple. Not a lot of time. You can do this in, when it comes down to it, about 20 minutes is all it's going to take to finalize this one. And then as you're moving it around, if you want to take some toilet paper, then you can go through and you can kind of get it over the surfaces. But this is actually looking really nice, just the way that it is. Like, I figured I was going to have to use toilet paper, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to go over it. You know, it really is amazing. A good wash like this Vallejo wash, just what a huge difference it makes. I don't use it on every figure, obviously. And I wasn't planning on going over everything on Wonder Woman, but man, it's just accenting the reds really nicely and the golds. It's getting all these details. I mean, it really is just livening up this character, making her look more real. Digging it. Now that we've gone over her suit, we're going to do the same thing with her hair. Now this hair is quite brown. It doesn't have the black that you usually get with Wonder Woman. So I'm gonna add this in here, hopefully have it, hit in all of these little details in her hair and darken everything up. I'm okay with the brownish look, but I want it to be more of just the standard black. And if this pools up in the curls and stuff, it's going to look just that much better. There we go. Like I said, quick and easy, but it makes a huge difference. This is the Wonder Woman I've been wanting. I wanted one that looked like Gal Gadot. The other one from 1984, the one with the Wonder Woman sequel, did not look like her in my opinion at all. This one really, really does. She's gonna be awesome looking up with my movie figures, and I'm very excited to have her. Do this yourselves. The wash made a huge difference in the colors. Obviously having the tiara on her head is huge. Remember, only use a little bit of glue on this one. You'll notice oftentimes when I use the glue, when I'm putting like some of those plastic things on some of the figures, it leaves a little film around it. With this one, you definitely don't want that because it's on the skin. So just a little bit of glue is all you need, and this turned out perfect. Very, very happy with this figure. I'm Stephen Human, this is Superhuman Customs. Check out my books at stephenhuman.com if you guys like sci-fi thrillers. They're awesome, and I'll see you next week.